sports. New information tonight. A Metro officer is recovering from head and neck injuries after a hit and run crash this weekend. South Precinct officer Christopher Sharp's patrol car was struck by a silver Volvo on I-24 on Saturday. Police say everyone inside that car ran off after the crash. Sharp is the third Metro officer hit in the last 6 months. Last November, Officer Jennifer Gladson was hit while deploying spike strips on Cowan Street. And in February, Officer Samuel Sundra was hit on I-440 in West Nashville. For many, this lands close to home. News 2's Nikki McGee spoke with a law enforcement officer who was hit on the side of the road in 2019 and survived. Nikki.
Yeah, Haley, well, Lieutenant Ken Miller is back to fighting crime in Cheatham County, but that almost didn't happen after he was hit on the side of the road back in 2019 while deploying spike strips. Tonight, he's begging drivers to move over and slow down whenever they see law enforcement. Despite coming face to face with violence on a regular basis, one of law enforcement's most dangerous situations just might surprise you.
One of the biggest risks we run in law enforcement and one of the biggest causes of death for law enforcement officers, traffic crashes.
Lieutenant Ken Miller recalls the day he almost lost his life back in 2019. He was setting up spike strips to stop a driver who had stolen a patrol car from Montgomery County.
From point of impact, from when he struck me, I flew about 15 to 20 feet, knocked the stuff out of my pockets, knocked my glasses off my face. And then at that point, I was just kind of rolled on the ground for a minute before I was able to get back up to my knees.
Despite several broken ribs, back, and shoulder injuries, he considers himself lucky. After a brother in blue was struck over the weekend while attending to a crash on I-24, Miller is begging drivers to move over and slow down.
You're talking a heavy-duty truck with the back end almost caved in. Can you imagine what that would be to a human body? I mean, if you ever hit your finger with a hammer, you know how bad that hurts. Multiply that by 1,000.
As law enforcement puts their lives on the line every day to keep us safe, Miller asks drivers to do something for them as well.
Pay attention and slow down, please, especially if you see an officer or a tow truck driver or construction worker on the side of the road. It's dangerous enough being out there, but it's even more dangerous if you're not being attentive to what you're doing and what they're doing.
As of the end of March, Tennessee had seen at least 36 crashes related to people not moving over and slowing down. THB had also written nearly 200 citations for not moving over. Bob?